New moon in Aries, March 21st, 2023. What awaits us at this time? The new moon in Aries on March 21st at 1923 Kyiv time means the beginning of action, a new cycle of activity and personal development. Merging with the spring equinox on March 20th at 23:24, it symbolizes the rebirth of light, the new year in nature, life in general. Bony Horoscope is with you. Daily and unique predictions. We begin. This new moon brings with it special energies, reinforcing the significance of the new transit, Pluto in Aquarius from March 23rd. This relationship creates the conditions for the next turn in geopolitics to redistribute the world and spheres of influence. The third decade of the month sets the tone for the next few months, moving attention from one topic to another. For example, from military events to the sphere of monetary relations, the international financial system, says the astrologer Marina Sokolova. Aries, Lat. Aries, Ram, is the first sign of the zodiac, counting from the vernal equinox. Corresponds to the sector of the ecliptic, the path of the sun, from 0 degrees to 30 degrees, belongs to the element of fire, has cardinal qualities. As the first sign of the cycle symbolizes the beginning of evolution. Associated with the sign of the myth of Jason and the Golden Fleece. In the human body, governs the head, brain, as well as the spleen and adrenal glands. The spring equinox and the new moon in March concentrate the energies of Aries. In the third decade it is maximum, and you can work with it most effectively. During this period, there is an activation of the higher mind, true creativity. Many people will be able to realize the true goals of their lives, their destiny, which must be consistent with the goals of the family, different groups of the population, the country and all of humanity. It's time to abandon the impulses that overturn everything in its path, as well as to find space for compromise. Aries energies enhance life potential, stimulate the desire to compete for their rights, leadership and independence. However, by preferring direct paths, the highest peaks are very difficult to reach, as these roads turn out to be too steep. Therefore, it is important to pay attention to the needs of those around you and act together, supporting each other. Peace and good neighborly relations are the basis of success. Only in this case it is possible to overcome any obstacles and create conditions for harmonious personal advancement. Aries is associated with the human mental body, creativity, as well as with the world of divine ideas. This sign controls the process of the birth of ideas, which then take shape. The ruler of the new moon in Aries is Mars. The planet moves through Gemini until March 25th. Fiery Mars in the sign of the element of air feels comfortable, so the new moon in Aries will have the most positive impact on the intellectual sphere. Everything around becomes clearer and brighter, brilliant ideas are born in the head, people begin to think in a new way. It is worth noting that Mars and the sign of Aries characterize the military sphere of society. In a personal horoscope reflects willpower, behavior in difficult situations, the ability to survive in various conditions. The new moon in Aries, as well as the ingression of Mars from Gemini into Cancer on March 25th, will affect the course of military conflicts around the world with a tendency to reduce the intensity of hostilities. The brightest days of spring 2023 are from March 20th to 26, at which time the most important events will take place that will affect the world order as a whole. There will be certainty on many issues, and long-term processes will be initiated. During this period, activity and determination predominate, but haste and irritability must be avoided so as not to spoil at first what, with the right behavior, can give a good result. The new moon in Aries changes the rhythm of life, hidden personal qualities and talents appear, there is a desire to live and fight for one's place under the sun. The work of all organs and systems of the body is activated, people recover faster after diseases and surgical interventions. In the coming days after the new moon, it is recommended to drink more water, eat protein foods, exercise, but eat less chocolate, coffee, and sugar. The new moon on March 21st will have a positive effect on the professional field, business, and career. Activity, originality and determination during the growing moon, March 22nd to April 5th, will lead to success and visible results in a short time. But it is important to remember tact and diplomacy, to avoid haste, impulsiveness and intolerance. In business relationships, it is useful to show self-confidence, promote personal interests, but it is also necessary to respect the wishes of partners. A good time to start planning, thinking about new projects, developing a strategy and tactics in business, which will allow you to clearly see the ways to solve certain issues for the upcoming lunar month. In the near future, short trips and commercial projects based on some idea and not requiring large funds for development are favorable. Do not start long-term business. Finances quickly dissipate, which is called burnout, so do not take a lot of cash when going to stores. There is a risk of spending everything at once. The sign of Aries, having a fiery nature, and the new moon in this sign gives impetus to the start of new projects or those things that have always been put off until later. The spring equinox and the new moon in Aries will bring very active acquaintances, bright and fast. Increases interest in the opposite sex. Men, more than ever, are ready to prove their masculinity. And women become real Amazons. Love affairs, begun in the third decade of March, will be stormy, but most likely short. The new moon in Aries characterizes fire, which can grow into a huge flame. This is the fire of a candle, a spark, an impulse. The symbol of the first lunar day is a lamp, rock crystal. On the day of the new moon, you can perform a ritual with the element of fire to cleanse the space of negativity. Incense sticks or small candles will help with this. Aries, Leo and Sagittarius will experience the positive energies of the new moon in Aries, enhanced by the spring equinox. There will be cardinal changes in the most exciting spheres of life. Try not to miss this effective period, boldly go towards the new that enters your life. A good time to think about the general strategy of action for the month and carefully analyze your real situation. You will open new ways to implement ideas. For all other signs of the zodiac, the new moon in Aries opens up opportunities, helps to set yourself up so that the most daring dreams and desires come true in the next lunar month, but they must be creative, otherwise you will harm yourself. The new moon on the first day of the new astronomical year, since the spring equinox, has a powerful potential. On the first lunar day, the area between the eyebrows, the so-called third eye, is active. Pay attention to dreams, clues from the universe, and be socially active. This is a great time to get things off the ground, regain interest in work, and start exercising to lose weight and improve your health. Be careful in your thoughts. If you inadvertently wish someone evil on this day, this evil can turn against you. The new moon in Aries on March 21st will help get rid of fears and obsessions. They burn without a trace. If possible, sit by the fire or concentrate on the flame of a candle for 10 to 15 minutes, focusing on the tip of the flame. Then gently close your eyes and just sit for 5 minutes. Then start planning for the upcoming lunar month. The new moon in Aries on March 21st at 1923 Kyiv time means the beginning of action, a new cycle of activity and personal development. Merging with the spring equinox on March 20th at 23:24, it symbolizes the rebirth of light, the new year in nature, life in general. That's all we have. Subscribe and don't miss our daily and unique releases from Horoscope. See you soon.